You're listening to I-95, Bangor's classic rock station with Jay, Stu, and Corey in the morning. Jay, Stu, and Corey rock.
I-95, Jay, Stu, and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station at 95.7 FM. On this, it's so bright. It's so bright. Look at my
wonderful.
beard. It's like on fire. I've got fire beard right now. It's like,
it's true. With the way that it's hitting, your beard it's lighting up.
I like that other one when I had the Sam Elliott stash.
Yeah.
That was way better.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I saw the most disturbing thing. Speaking of Sam Elliott. No, it was like some meme I was showing my wife one day, and it was all these pictures of Sam Elliott, and one of them is when he was young and he had no mustache.
What? No.
And I was like, you look stupid. And it's like watching Alex Trebek with no mustache. Like, remember when he tried to do that for a few years?
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, no.
Well, Tom Selleck without mustache would be weird, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, like
some dudes just need that.
My whole life, my dad had a beard. Like, as long as I can remember ever, and never shaved it my whole life. But then I saw pictures. My parents were divorced, but I saw pictures from when my parents first got married. My dad was in the Air Force, and he had no beard. And I was like, he is the dumbest looking dude I've ever seen in my life. Like, he had this terrible dimple, not a sexy dimple in his chin. You know how some dimples look all right? My dad, It looked like he just had a hole in his face right underneath his mouth.
Oh, boy. Oh. My stepdad had a beard for most of the time that I've known him. And the one time he decided to shave it, he didn't tell my mom. And he came home late. He was commuting back and forth to Lewiston. He came home late and he got into bed and snuggled up against her. And she started hitting him.
Oh, wow.
And then when we saw it, brutal children that we were like, you got some cheeks on you. So he decided he was going to jump rope for exercise and hurt himself.
Boy.
So we were like, remember that one time you shaved your face and threw out your back because of your cheeks? Maybe don't do that again.
Maybe there was just enough weight from the beard to sort of counterbalance his center of gravity.
Some people just need their face hair. They just need their facial hair to complete the look. I can't imagine Sam Elliott without it. Please don't send me that.
Oh, yeah.
Don't send me that.
Oh, now it's on. You know what's funny, too, is that it's a real thing, what you're talking about. Because I've never had, like, a full beard. Because I can't grow a real beard. I can grow this little scraggly goatee thing, and it looks all right, But I remember I had one for years, just bigger version, right? And for my job, I had to shave it off at the time. It was that or I had to wear a beard net, and that I wore it one day, and I was just like, nope, I am not going to wear this little son of a gun.
Aren't you glad you don't have a beard net at work now?
Yeah, now it would just be ironic and hilarious. Back then, it was just, it was torturous. So I shaved off my goatee, just thinking like, all right, I just got to shave, and my little soup strainer, everything was gone. My wife comes home from work. And she's just standing there, and she goes, you can't just do that. And I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, you can't just shave without warning. She's like, no. She's like, it's like in our marriage stuff. She's like, you can't just shave. I was like, I didn't get that in the marriage starter pack that I was supposed to leave my freaking beard on. Oh, well.
Okay. Well. I don't know how we got down this
Sam Elliott,
tangent,
that's how.
But it's great.
Because he looked stupid without a mustache.
That's right.
Yes.
And you had a flaming sun goatee today because of the way that...
Listen, we stayed way more on track than most of your stories. So I'm just...
That's very true. I admit that mine go out in nowhere. That's true. All right. Hey, we have a morning music matchup up.
Let's get that going.
Cheap Trick's Ain't That a Shame versus Aerosmith's I Remember Walking in the Rain. And I thought, those are two pretty good old school, like, throwback covers. So...
Yeah, we're going to see how it all shakes out by the end of the hour. So 991-9713, excuse me, or at the I-95 Facebook page, the app, wherever you want to go. Get your votes in for the morning music matchup. I-95, Jay, Stu, and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station. So it's almost, what would you call it almost, or are we into yard sale season at this point?
I haven't come across one yet.
I haven't either.
But I was thinking to myself the other day, the weekend that we had that was really nice, like this would be a perfect time for a yard sale, although it's still a little bit muddy.
True. It's not like we were going to have one 2 weekends ago, you know.
No. Right. Exactly.
You know, or anything like that. It's funny because there's a whole bunch about yard sale culture, so to speak, that I kind of don't like. Like if you want to stop and go to yard sales like people do that make almost a career of it, you do you. Maybe culture is the wrong word. What I hate is when I'm trying to just drive down any given road and it seems like it turns into this choked out gauntlet for a stretch because cars are just caked onto both sides of the road near the yard sale. So you have to, you could be on a road where the speed limit's posted 55 and all of a sudden you're going to be doing 20.
Yeah.
You're just going to be like,
and you're dodging like those that round the corner with like something really long or bulky.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here comes Carol with that dinosaur lamp that she can't see around. And her husband Harv won't help her get it in the truck, But I started thinking about like what is something you would never buy at a yard sale? Like that you're just like, you look at it, you're like, that's a hard no. No way.
Other people's underwear. I would not buy that.
That's of course. Well, I thought about this one too. Like, what about just, like, I'll buy a coffee table or maybe a dining set, something like that, a rocking chair. I will not buy anyone else's upholstered furniture. No way.
Yeah, because you're never quite sure what happened there. Like,
you just hope the worst thing that's been spilled on that is coffee.
Right. I'm with you there. Yep, I get that.
I don't think there's a Dr. Steamer. I don't think there's a Stanley Steamer out there. I don't think that Stanley Steamer is going to take out the Cleveland Steamer that somebody else left in there at one point. You know what I mean? They're probably changing a baby on the couch or something. Go black. There we go. Next thing you know.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. It happens. I agree with you there. I don't know that I would buy an upholstered anything from a yard sale, but like other people's unmentionables, I don't buy those used anyway. I just think I'm not big into that. No. Yeah, I think that would be really pretty much the only thing. That and like you said, upholstered.
Well, I was reading this article too that talked about not buying things like a laptop. Because you don't know how many times it's been dropped. You don't know how many times. You don't know what's on it.
Yeah, no, that's a big no-no.
Imagine taking that in for a repair and then all of a sudden the cops show up.
Right.
Something silly like that. That would just be,
What else was on the list of things you should steer away from?
They talked a lot about child safety equipment, like car seats, bike helmets, things like that, because mostly because the safety standards on them change constantly. So, you're buying someone's 10-year-old car seat at a yard sale that was perfectly, up to code 10 years ago may not be at this time, for whatever reason, for, changes in design or laws or something like that. So there was a lot of talk about that. Makeup, which I was just like, what?
No,
but I've seen it at yard sales before. I've seen unopened stuff. I suppose if it's unopened, maybe that's one thing. But yeah, I don't want to open Grandma's rouge. I mean, I wouldn't anyway, but
That's a whole level of gross. What would you not buy at a yard sale? You can call us while you want to vote too. We got a classic rock free, or not classic rock free, right? A matchup going on right now. 991-9713. Not enough coffee as well. Cheap Tricks, Ain't That a Shame versus Aerosmith. I remember walking. Let us know what you wouldn't buy at a yard sale and what you do want to vote for. And I still need to get a picture of you and your flaming.
I think we're past that.
Well, no, because you're going to have to align it because people want it. The people have spoken.
No. The sun is gone. It's not available to me anymore.
Dang it!
So put up that other one from the other day.
Oh, somebody else did. They threw it right up. Joseph Cusack did.
Thanks, Joe.
You look like the guy from it's the Seuss book with the trees.
Cat in the Hat. I don't know.
No.
Anyway, let's get. Oh, gotcha. Well, let's worry about the matchup. We'll do this yard sale business. We'll see if I can set my face on fire, all for the sake of the morning show here on I-95. I-95, Jay, Stu, and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station, 95.7 FM. Cheap Trick wins today, so see you later. I already forgot who the other band was. Aerosmith, that's right, because you picked some like weird song that
it's
only
a cover of an old
Aerosmith
song,
fans know.
because you picked a cover of an old song.
Yeah, but that was still also a popular Cheap Trick song. I'm not saying that wasn't a popular Aerosmith song among Aerosmith fans.
They did it here in Bangor a couple of years ago. When they
Congratulations. Happy birthday. So glad.
Just thought maybe people would want to relive the nostalgia. It's fine. I'm not upset.
Whatever.
Yeah, Aerosmith's going up against Deep Purple, Highway Star.
Nice.
On Friday.
Oh, that's starting out as a halfway decent Friday.
Yeah.
Speaking of awesome shows that have been in Bangor, though, next hour we're going to give up some Judas Priest tickets. We're going to play a little Weed or Steed.
Yeah. When's the last time they came to Bangor? Did we figure that out?
To Bangor? Oh, I'm not sure.
Of awesome shows that have been in Bangor.
The last time I know they were in I'm pretty sure they were in Portland. I want to say within the last 20 years, but I think it was.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it has.
Nice. Okay.
And I could be wrong about that. I saw them in the 90s at the Civic Center with who was opening? It was Judas Priest and Megadeth.
Ah.
Yeah. So that was a fun time. This is also going to be a good show. They're coming with Malevolence. That's going to be Sabaton. Malevolence is coming with
the other people. Lamb of God.
Oh, God.
King.
I can't keep all these shows straight. Come on. This isn't fair. I'm old and my brain sucks. Mm-hmm. Don't make me think. Like, look, I get paid to talk at this job. I don't get paid to remember things.
Sometimes it's evident more than others. Yeah.
So stop. People just need to stop depending on me to remember anything. I'm just throwing that out there right now. Like, forget about it.
Have you had that conversation with your wife? I feel like that's something that you've probably said to her, too. Like, you need to stop depending on me to remember anything.
Oh, no, because she's worse than I am.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she can't keep anything. She'll tell me, I didn't write it down. And it's like, okay, sorry. I didn't realize you had to write it down to remember. Like, we go through that all the time.
Oh.
If she didn't write it down, it doesn't exist.
Oh, I feel that sometimes. It just goes right out into the ether. Yeah.
I don't argue with it. After all these years, I'm just like, sorry. Yeah, should have written it down. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I mean, certain things I remember very well, but
who's on a rock bill? I know.
Or how many times a band has been to Maine that I haven't seen in 30 years?
I just wasn't sure if you knew, because sometimes you look those things up. So I was just curious.
Oh no, not today. Not today.
Today I'm only putting minimal effort into my job. By the way, thanks for scaring the living daylights out of me yesterday.
Absolutely.
And getting the weird Corey yip. That's what I do when I get scared by people I don't expect to have come in. I yelp like a dog, I've been told.
It was more of a whoop. It was just like, I don't even remember what I said, but you just went, whoop!
Yeah. It scared me. I was painting the office, rocking out. Didn't expect to see another soul, and up walks your face.
Fully expected to scare the crap out of you. That was a calculated maneuver.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
that was not by accident. I was like, yep, she's got the radio cranked, does not know I'm here. So I think I was like, hey! Really
No,
loud.
You went, are you still painting?
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that. I'd do that again, just so you know.
I appreciate that.
No problem. All right, so coming full circle again. Next hour, Judas Priest tickets up for grabs. We'll play Weed or Steed here on the I-95 Morning Show. I-95, Jay, Stu, and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station, 95.7 FM. On this, what is shaping out to be, frankly, a gorgeous morning outside.
So far, yeah. Gosh, it's really pretty out there.
It's freaking Stella.
Do we know if it's going to be like a nice day? Have you looked at the forecast? I half listened to Toddles.
Today and tomorrow both. Today, partly cloudy, chance of isolated showers, like yesterday. You know what I mean, as far as that goes.
I love that they call them pop-up showers, because I was like, that sounds fun.
That sounds like something where somebody's going to walk around with like small glasses of wine and tapas. You know, like,
yes.
Like it's an event. It's a pop-up shower. Oh, wonderful. Is that sort of like a pop-up restaurant? Are you going to serve me booze? You're going to get me full? You're going to get me drunk? No. I'm just going to piss you off. That's all. Just a little rain.
Yep. Yep.
But no, today highs in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 50s. Although it's going to be, I think because it's going to clear out tonight, like clear out big time, it's going to be a little chilly, like maybe around 30.
I should stop running that fan in the brand newly painted office.
It's not like you pay the bills here. I remember what DJ Fred used to say to me. I'd leave at night. He'd be like, before we had the morning show, I'd leave at night. He'd be like, leave the lights on when you go. I was like, okay. He's like, you don't pay the electric bill. What do you care? I was like, all right.
That's funny because I went around yesterday and turned them all off.
Yeah, no, I think the general consensus is, I'm announcing to everybody that we leave them on so that nobody robs the place.
Wow.
Now somebody's going to come in and just rob the place and shut the lights off while they do it. It'll be great. No big deal. Let's give away some Judas Priest tickets.
Okay.
Want to do that?
Yep, I do.
I'm ready to do that. All you have to do is call 991-9713, and you're going to tell us whether the name we give you is the name of a Kentucky Derby winner or if it is a strain of weed. It's weed or steed this morning. I mean, Bangor area has so many dispensaries. There's more places to buy weed than food, if that gives you any idea of where we're at.
Which is sad. You should even those out because I've heard if you do get high, you like to eat, right?
I have no idea. I've never tried marijuana in my life, so I have no idea what happens. That stuff's for hippies. So.
Okay.
Anyway, if you want to go see Judas Priest, that's what you're going to tell us. So 991-9713. If you want to play some weed or steed this morning here on the I-95 Morning Show, win your way in to see Judas Priest. I-95 Bangor's classic rock station. Jay, Stu, and Corey here. Let's go to the phones, play a little weed or steed this morning here on the I-95 Morning Show. I-95, who's this?
Hey, this is John in Newburgh.
John, how you doing, my man?
Good, how are you?
Wicked good. You want to play some weed or steed with us this morning and win your way in to see Judas Priest?
Heck yeah.
All right. I'm going to give you a name, and you're going to tell us, because we both know there's, here in the Bangor area, there's 421,613 dispensaries, right? So
that's right.
You're going to tell us whether it's a weed strain or the name of a Kentucky Derby winner. You down with us?
Got it.
All right. So here we go. The name is Apple Fritter. Weed or steed?
I think weed is the obvious answer, but I'm going to go with steed.
You should have chosen weed because that is the correct answer. We're just going to pretend the second half of your answer didn't even exist. That's all.
Works for me.
So that's it. It was that simple. You're going to see Judas Priest, my man.
Sick. Awesome.
It's that simple. We don't mess around.
Yeah. Well, speaking of apple fritters and steeds, I got stories about both those things coming up.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Do you want to hear a story about a horse eating an apple fritter? I got that.
No, seriously. We're going to talk about it. It's something I'm working on.
Well, I saw the picture you're talking about, and it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, we're definitely going to get into that. There's all sorts of things we're going to get into this morning. And 1 hour from now, your first Assault the Vault code for the day. So that's coming at you as well. We still got plenty to do this morning. Stay with us, I-95. I-95, Jason and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station. Nobody ever came back to us about the yard sales. I was bummed about that.
Well, actually, Austin did, and he was the one that said, I got a bunch of mixtapes at a yard sale, and my buddy threw the speakers in there and erased them because of the magnets in the speakers.
Man, what a jip. Get it all home and just put it in. It's just like, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I love finding old mixtapes to find out like what people are CDs. Like I love when I find an unlabeled CD that just has a little like mix on it. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
What's happening there? That's a lot of fun.
Those can be scary, actually. Now, all that aside, the yard sale stuff, I want to come back to because we were talking, we just did Weed or Steed a few minutes ago to give away some Judas Priest tickets. So what is the situation in Corinth yesterday with the horses?
So cool. I love this. So
now this isn't as cool though. I thought is that remember we saw the horse waiting for a train.
Oh, no, that was the one who escaped
it
from
escaped
the
into,
race and went into the subway station or something. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Now, I saw this picture and I'm like, what is this? This looks neat. And it's basically, it's a bunch of horses, like 6 or 7 of them lined up at the Dunkin' drive-through window in Corinth.
We
so
love
I reached
coffee.
out to the lady and I was like, what? Explain this to me. This is pretty cool. It's a camp that the DK Drifter Ranch puts on, and they just started. So they were pretty much out trying the horses before the summer camp starts. And they had some preteen girls and some moms and grandmas that were there on the ride as well. And they decided they wanted to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get some food and some drinks. So they pulled up in their horses. And then they went to the drive-through window, ordered, and I was like, my question was like, how do you manage to ride a horse and drink a coffee or eat a donut?
Hey, I think, well, first of all, unlike a car, a horse is likely to at least kind of keep going in a straight line if you sort of take your hands off the wheel for a second. No. How do you know? When's the last time you hopped on a horse and checked out like some fancy saddle?
I have been on horses before. I have absolutely been on horses before, and they don't have a saddle with a cup holder, last I checked.
Last you checked. When's the last time you got on a horse?
3 years ago.
Well, all right. Was it your horse?
No, I don't have a horse of my own. I have 4 children.
You have 3 vans. I thought, maybe a horse. Why not?
No, but I got up on a horse and checked it out. But I mean,
listen, if I had a horse, my saddle would have a freaking cup holder. I'm just saying. Mine
that
would.
was my question is like, I guess they had saddle like special bags and stuff like that. Horn bags is what they call them. But like you have to. Last I checked, just the way that I have always ridden in like both hands, like in control of the horse. It's kind of crazy.
In fact, not only would I have a cup holder, I would probably put like one of those Schwinn like old lady bike baskets on my saddle, or I would use. Are you ready for this? Saddle bags.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how you put a coffee in a bag.
Dunkin' coffee cup in a saddlebag without ruining the bag or like getting the horse wet.
You obviously don't invent things on a regular basis. You need to.
No.
You need to up your game in your Yankee ingenuity place.
My innovation.
Yes.
I need to. Yeah. Okay.
So
I just thought it was really cool. So I'm working on this. And I'm actually going back and forth with the ranch owner right now to get some information. But I think it's awesome that they were like, yeah.
Can you imagine being in the car behind all the horses? You'd pull up, you'd be like, yeah, I'm going to have a number 3 with a large, what the hell is going, what? That would be my first thought.
There's like 6 horses in front of us, honey. It's going to be a minute.
I would look over at my wife immediately, be like, okay, you're going to drive because apparently the mushrooms just kicked in.
Right? I just think it's awesome. It's kind of neat that they.
Oh, no, I think it's great. I think it's great. Like, I know they probably don't, but there's that part of me that's like, in Amish country, do you see wagons pull up to Dunkin', or do they just not drink corporate coffee? I don't know.
That's a question that I don't know the answer to.
I would love to see that. Just a line of wagons.
I'm sure somewhere. But
somewhere.
I want to know the person who was running the drive-through window at that point in time. Like, is that a normal occurrence in that area because of the ranches and stuff? Or was she like, huh?
Yeah, they just take, horses. That's the end of it.
So, yeah, I'm working on putting something together with some pictures. It was pretty cool. I liked it.
Nice. All right, half hour from now, a little more, but just about your first Assault the Vault code. Stay right with us. I-95.